Welcome to Senior Moments, the show where we talk about all things senior, the good, the bad, and the utterly ridiculous. Today I have with me Laurel Jolliff, and she is going to take us through the twists and turns of Medicare.
I am. I'll do my best. There's a lot of twists and turns.
There are.
That's a good way to describe it.
Let's start with the good news.
Okay, good news. I'm thinking.
I have a zero pay on my drug plan for next year.
Okay, that's a good one. So one of the prescription plans in California is $0 per month premium. Now notice I didn't say free. It's $0 per month. And as you know, the best way to make sure that that is the good one for you, the best one for you, is we go to Medicare.gov. We put in your prescriptions where you want to buy them. And of the 12 plans that are available next year, it's going to tell us which one is the best one financially. Oftentimes, and in fact for you, it was the $0 premium plan.
Which I feel very fortunate for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is a great good news. Let's see, another good news is the cap on prescriptions copays. Mm-hmm. Last year, or this year, 2025 was $2,000. Next year is $2,100. Not too much.
That's
difference.
not bad.
Yeah. It's a stopgap. It's when someone stops their financial bleeding.
Right.
And they know that they're not going to pay any more. Now, there's a caveat to that. The prescription has to be covered by the plan.
Okay.
So oftentimes people think, well, as long as, all I have to pay is $2,100. Well, that's not the case. If the prescription is not on their plan's formulary, the $2,100 does not apply. It's only for prescriptions in that particular plan's formulary.
So what happens if I have a drug that's not in my plan's formulary? Do I end up picking up the whole cost, or does that just not go towards my deductible?
Great question. You have a couple options.
Okay.
One is you can appeal the plan's decision to not cover that drug.
Okay.
So let's say the drug is covered, but it's under a tier 4, which is a large copay.
Okay.
You can appeal that and say, can you make this a tier 3, please? Your physician will help respond to that or help you appeal. Usually the first one they say no to. The second one they usually say yes to.
Oh, good to know.
Okay, so that's one thing. If it's a higher tier than you can afford, you can ask for, you can appeal that decision to lower the tier. That's one option. Another option is if your particular prescription is not covered by the plan, you can appeal that as well. Again, the first one's usually denied, the second one or third one is usually accepted.
Okay.
All drug plans have to have something in all categories.
So you might need to have a different brand or a generic as opposed to...
Exactly right.
Okay.
So your physician definitely gets involved at your request. And if your physician says, okay, Susan, I want you to have ABC drug.
Okay.
And you look at your formulary, or the physician's assistant looks at the formulary and says, oh, that's not covered. Your option is, well, what is covered? What is in that category?
Okay.
And they might say XYZ is covered under your formulary. It's equivalent to ABC. Or they might say XYZ is part of your formulary, but I'm not crazy about that one. Let's appeal the decision to cover ABC.
This is going to be kind of an unfair question.
Okay.
But in your experience, have doctors stepped up and said, let's appeal this? Or are they waiting until the person says, can I appeal this? So if I don't know that I can appeal it, do I have anybody prompting me, or do they just kind of go, oh, well?
I think that would be up to the physician.
Okay.
However, we must be our own advocates.
That is the truth.
You cannot expect the physician to bring it up. You need to say, that's a lot. That's a tier 4. That's a couple $100. I don't really have that. Can we appeal that? Would you help me appeal that? And they most likely will, if not always will.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I think
but
that's
I would not expect the physician to volunteer it.
I don't think I would either, only because they'd then have to have really intimate knowledge of every drug plan out there and what it covers and what it doesn't.
Right.
But that is a really important piece of
It
information
is.
for
It's a real
people
good question.
to know.
Yeah, it's a real good question.
Because I would have never thought about
We have
doing
to be
that.
our own advocate
Yeah.
for
And
all
sometimes-
things medical.
Absolutely. And sometimes what I've noticed is I need my sister or I need my friend to be my advocate because I'm in an emotional state that I can barely keep myself above
Yeah.
water, much less try to have the energy to
Yeah.
advocate. So
Yeah.
I think it's always good to have another resource as well as
100%,
yourself
100%.
to advocate.
So let me give you an example of a type of advocate that is important. I was on the phone with actually a girlfriend's mom, and I was just having a conversation with her, getting to know her again. It's been a long time. You know, I've been friends with her daughter for 40 years. Kids were raised together, and when I mentioned something about her granddaughter, she said, "Well, how do you know my granddaughter?"
Okay.
And so that told me that she wasn't remembering what I
Yes.
said. It has nothing to do with insurance, but we were just having a conversation. And to me, that was a red flag.
It's an absolute red flag.
And I won't work with someone who I feel is not healthy enough to comprehend what I'm sharing. And so for her, I suggested that we have another phone. The next phone call we have needs to be with her daughter or granddaughter. And she was highly offended, because she can take care of herself. And I shared with her the truth about the red flag that I heard, and she was absolutely offended. And so she could not get past that.
I see.
So I suggested that she find another broker to work with, because I'm not going to work with someone who I feel doesn't have the ability to comprehend what I'm saying. I don't want someone to get a plan and then having the daughter say, why on earth did she sell you that? That's not
Exactly.
right. You know, she took advantage of you. And I don't ever want to be put in that position.
I appreciate that, and I'm sure that your clients, other clients,
Yeah.
appreciate that as well.
I think they do. More
Yeah.
important, I mean, it's from my own heart.
Well, your own integrity.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
own integrity, yeah. That's a
Absolutely.
perfect word for that.
So what happened in the end? Did the daughter and
I
they
would
get
imagine
together?
the mom, she told me that she was talking to a few brokers, and I said,
Okay.
I suggest you keep talking to them then, because she did not want her daughter and her granddaughter in
All
her
right.
business, which I appreciate. However, there is a time when we need to ask for help.
Absolutely.
And that's going back to that advocate,
Right.
you know, both the daughter and the granddaughter were perfectly capable of helping her, but she didn't want their help. And so we all have choices.
That's true. And I know how stubborn I am.
Right,
So,
right.
and having worked with seniors, I also know that we have a lot of tricks to make people think that we're okay.
Yeah.
You know, like writing notes here and there so that if we forget what we think we might forget, oh, there's the
Yeah.
note, and we know, but nobody else knows that that note's sitting there prompting us about this, that, or the other thing.
Right, right.
So I
It's
think
real.
It is very real, very real.
And there's no judgment.
No,
You know,
it's just
it
it happens.
the fact of life, and we need to do the best we can. You know, there are times when we need to accept,
Yes.
you know, what's going on, and then now let's grow from that.
Exactly.
You know, let's build from that, but we have to accept first.
Sure. All right. Well, so what else do we need to know about Medicare this year?
Oh my goodness. Well, in Calaveras County, as well as Amador and Tuolumne, there are Medicare Advantage plans that have left for 2026.
What prompts them to leave?
Money.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right.
But I believe it's all money. They're in business to make money,
Sure.
you know, as most are. And whether we don't have enough people and the people don't have enough physicians, you know, and to get their 5-star reviews, I don't know. But ultimately, I believe it comes down to money.
Most things do.
Yeah, yeah. So there are and just in Calaveras County alone, there's over 500 people that are losing their health insurance for 2026. And so it's a big deal. These people are angry, they're worried,
Yes.
they're scattered, they're online researching stuff that they hate researching. and so I am hoping that they will see this and give me a call if they need help. I'm
I
happy to
know
help.
that I prefer just calling you than having to do all that stuff myself.
Yeah.
So I hope they do too, because it is a mindscape. And so what Advantage plan still is available in Calaveras County?
It's a Humana PPO.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the ones that are staying. I don't know how long they're staying, because that's the nature of a Medicare Advantage plan, is they come and they go.
And can they leave in the middle of the year?
No,
Oh, thank goodness.
no. Their network of doctors can change, which is very disruptive.
Yes.
And they can change, just like a formulary can change with enough notice mid-year.
Okay.
They don't like to, but it has happened. It's not very
Sure.
often, but it does happen.
Are there many doctors up here that are taking that plan? Are you aware of it or not?
I know that there are challenges finding a physician who take it,
Okay.
in network and out of network, hospitals as well.
Sure. I'm starting to feel that my health insurance is kind of like my fire insurance. I'm scared to change anything because you don't know what else is going to happen next.
Right, right.
you know?
Well, big difference between the two. If you have a supplement plan, they won't go away.
Okay.
They will continue going up in price because of their annual rate adjustment and the age adjustment,
Sure.
but they will not go away.
Now, can they increase your rate twice in a year, or are they?
Yep, once for your birthday, once for their annual rate adjustment.
Oh, that's lovely.
But they're all that way.
Okay.
So it's not like AARP does it and Anthem Blue Cross doesn't, because they all do it.
All right. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
important.
I'm going to pay more attention to this year, but
Yeah.
I think I've only gone up around my birthday in the past. But again, given the current insurance landscape, I'm kind of expecting things could happen differently this year.
I have a couple who called me last year. I helped them with the supplement plan, and I saw which drug plan they had, and it was a very expensive one. And of course, in the middle of the year, I can't change their drug plan.
Sure.
And so they called me a couple of weeks ago, or last week, I don't know. My days are
Yeah, they
jumbled
run together, huh?
It's a crazy time.
Yeah.
And they went from paying $164 a month to $5.
I guess you
And
can't
he
get
was
me below a zero, huh?
He was blown away, and he said, "Why have I been paying so much?" And I said, "Well, a couple of reasons. One is because that plan was one of the least expensive plans 10 years ago,
Okay.
and you never bothered to pay attention to that going forward because it was a good price 10 years ago."
Right. And it is really interesting. I know one year I had a plan that was 40 cents a month, and then it was going to go up to $18 a month.
Yep, yep,
And that's when we changed to the $1.80 a month.
right, exactly. right.
But what a crazy price increase, 40
Yeah.
cents to $1.80. Not
Well-
that either one was horrible, but
Right. Well, if you're a company and you want to make money and you want to get someone's attention, you're going to lower the price as much as you can to get their attention. And then what are you going to do? Because we know they don't pay attention,
yeah,
you're going to raise the rate.
sure.
And so it's, some of us would call that bait and switch.
Okay,
It's a term to use to
right,
get people. I mean, theirs was legal.
sure.
But it's, people say, well, how can you afford 40 cents? Medicare's paying them a whole lot more than 40 cents, your 40 cents to take care of you. Same with the zero premium.
Right,
$1.80, there's no difference. Medicare is paying the plan to help you have a plan.
right,
But regardless, they want to give you a low price so they can increase it and have you maybe not pay attention, because that $1.80 or $25 or $164 is coming directly out of your Social Security check, and you don't even notice it because you don't
Exactly.
see it.
yeah,
You just know that your check went down.
exactly.
So in January, everyone should be paying attention to that once a year statement from Social Security saying how much is being taken out of their Social Security check for the drug plan. Now, the challenge with that is January is too late to change it.
It sounds
But you
like
can always
government to
call,
me.
you can always call Social Security
Okay,
and or Medicare to confirm how much you're paying for your plan.
all right. And when does the enrollment period end?
So this year's annual election period is from October 15th through December 7th. However, if you have one of the plans that are going away, there's 2 plans that are going away, you have until January 31st.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So they have an extended open enrollment period, but they need to pay attention to the dates.
Okay.
They also need to keep that letter that says the plan is not returning.
Oh, that is a good piece of information to have.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I'll tell you something else. So if your plan is going away, you're guaranteed to issue into a supplement plan.
All right.
Not all of them, though. You're guaranteed to issue into the F, depending on your age, or the
Okay.
G.
All right.
One company allows the N, regardless. You're guaranteed issue regardless of your health.
All right.
So that means even if you're ill, you're going to be given that supplement plan or offered that supplement plan. You'll still pay for it,
Sure.
which is a big difference than what you've been paying for the Medicare Advantage plan. But you will have coverage. If you want something other than the F and the G, you'll be underwritten, and that means you'll be turned down if they don't like your answers to my health questions.
So let's say that my Advantage plan's going away. I'm going to sign up for a G plan, and it's really more money than I want to pay. But then at my birthday, can I get a supplemental plan that's less than the G plan
Yes.
without being underwritten?
Yes,
Okay.
great question. So once you have a supplement, and let's call it a G plan, right around your birthday, you can change to an equal or lesser plan with no underwriting. So you can go from a G to a G or a G to an N.
And are there any other plans besides G
There's
and
a
N?
couple high deductible plans as well.
Okay.
Yes, which next year the high deductible plan will be about $2,900 deductible,
Oh, my.
and then you're fully covered after that.
Okay.
But they're a lot less expensive. They're more comparable to the Medicare Advantage plan one,
All right.
price-wise, but you'll be underwritten if that's what you want.
But will the benefits be the same then as the G plan once I get past the deductible?
100%, yes.
Okay. All
You can
right.
see any doctor you want in the country. As long as they take Medicare, they take you outside of Kaiser doctors.
Right.
You don't need a referral. You will never lose the plan. But let's say you have a high deductible G, for example,
Okay.
and right around your birthday, you can only go from a high deductible G to a high deductible G with a different company. You cannot go from a high deductible G to an N or a regular G without underwriting.
Even though it's around your birthday?
Yeah. So you
So-
can go to the equal or lesser plan with no underwriting.
Okay.
So if you have Anthem Blue Cross G and you're not liking those rates, and I'm not saying they're high, I'm just
Right.
as an example, and you like AARP's G rates better, right around your birthday, you can change from Anthem G to AARP G with
Okay.
no underwriting.
All right. So I
Okay.
guess we're going to be talking again in March.
That's terrific.
Is it 30 before and 30 after, or
well,
just?
that's a great question. What I tell people is to call me the month of your birthday
Okay.
because all of the birthday rules are different.
All right.
The letter says you have 60 days. Now, some companies are 30 days before, 30 days after. Some are 60 days before, some are 60 days after.
Oh,
It's
gee.
not your problem to worry about. Call me the month of your birthday. We'll go shopping. I'll see what that birthday rule is for that particular company, and then we'll act accordingly.
Okay. So my birthday's on the 1st. So do you still want me to wait till the
No,
1st? or you want me
I'd like you to call me on
a
the
couple weeks?
15th of the month prior.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, good question. That's a great question.
Well, everybody forgets my birthday because it's on the 1st.
Right. We put all the March birthdays here, but we just passed yours.
Exactly. That's
not
exactly
fair.
how it works.
That's not fair to you.
That's all right. I'm used to it. So you had some pages you wanted to talk about in there.
I do. So I have your Medicare and You book. Everyone
Okay.
gets one per household every year. I just got
Okay.
mine. I'll be 65 in a week or so.
Oh, congratulations.
Now that everyone knows that, sorry. However, a couple pages in this book I'd like to reference.
Okay.
One is on page 10, and it gives you kind of an overview of the left side, right side of the page. If you're on the Medicare, original Medicare, the drug plan, the supplement, versus the Medicare Advantage plan. I'm a
Okay.
visual, and if I am, someone else might be too, and so this
Sure.
helps me explain the differences for Medicare.
All right.
The other page that I'd like to reference is on page 76. And that one is all of the supplement plans that are available to you.
Okay.
Okay, and it explains what they contain. Some of them have asterisks. You need to read what the asterisks say. That's down here below.
All
Okay,
right.
but those are two pages that I use about 20 times a day.
Oh, good to know. Yes.
Yeah.
So I am curious about something else. With the Advantage plan that is available here, a lot of times those plans include dental and vision.
Right.
But are we in the same situation with the dental and vision as we are with the medical? Is there anybody here that actually takes that dental plan? Is there anybody here that actually takes that vision plan? Or are we looking at going to Stockton, Lodi, Sacramento?
Great question. So I don't know that answer.
Okay.
The doctors, they change. They change every year as whether or not they take it. I do know that the doctors are paid less on the Medicare Advantage plan, so they're not crazy about them.
Can't blame them.
I'll say that truthfully. The dental and vision is not a reason why you get one of these plans, ever. They
Good
are
to
health
know.
insurance, not dental insurance, and so please make sure that you're aware of that. The other thing that I wanted to share with you about these Medicare Advantage plans, let's see if I'm not doing a senior moment because I'm going to be 65 in a week. What was I going to say? Anyway, keep on going.
That's all right. You're practicing.
I am practicing. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, I just, I personally don't have dental or vision because I have found in the past the dental there was only one dentist that would take it. And I didn't particularly care for that dentist. I felt like I was at a used car sales shop.
100%.
And I have a really great ophthalmologist, and I don't want to give him up. And as far as I can tell, and because he's an ophthalmologist, not an optometrist, Medicare does cover some of it. So I don't feel like I'm paying out of pocket for my vision that much anyway, so I don't see a reason to have it.
Right.
But
So-
anytime the powers that be decide to add dental and vision, I'll be happy about it.
I know, yeah. So a couple things. You can always go to my website, which is mylifemattersnow.com.
Okay.
And shop online for insurance, and you can see the Delta Dental options there for dental insurance, as well as VSP for vision insurance. Typically, what I say is if you love your dentist, pay your dentist. Just pay them.
Yes.
Oftentimes, dental insurance it doesn't make sense financially.
Correct.
And to me, I'm all about finance. I want to make sure it makes sense. I don't want you wasting any money. I don't want to waste any money.
Good,
My
I
money.
appreciate
I don't
that.
want you to waste your money.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my thought on that. There are a couple dental plans, depending on your needs, that are helpful. And so we'll review those when it's that time. But you can always go to my website and check out Medicare stuff. You can check out dental and vision. You can check out pet insurance. There's all
my
kinds of different
goodness.
things. Oh, it's
So is dental and vision in any way connected with the birthday rule as far as the Medicare
No.
thing? It's just completely separate. And
Medicare
that's-
Advantage doesn't have anything to do with the birthday rule. Dental and vision doesn't have anything to do with the birthday rule. The California birthday rule is only for a supplement.
Okay. And is it only the California birthday rule? So if I was in Wisconsin or someplace else,
There
it'd be
are
different?
6 or 7 states that offer a birthday rule. Don't ask me what they are.
All right.
I just know California is one, and I
Okay.
know Nevada is not one.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. So I have people that moved to Nevada and now can't change their plan because they're ill.
Oh, no.
And so their plan is going up and up and up.
Right.
So it matters. If I know someone is moving across the country, we'll review what's available there to see if we can get it here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
So does it still apply then if I'm here in California and I get my plan and then I move to Nevada? Does that plan travel with me?
Depends on the company.
Okay.
The prescription plan, no.
All
The
right.
prescription plan is California only.
All right.
When you get there, I just had a conversation with a client this morning before I got here, and he's moving to Oregon. So I said, you've got 60 days to get a new drug plan. So call me as soon as you get there and get settled. Tell me what your zip code is, and we'll determine whether or not your supplement will work in Oregon. Some do, some don't.
Interesting.
AARP is one of the only ones that cover nationally all 50 states.
Oh,
And so
that's
that
good to know,
matters. If
too.
you're
Yes.
planning on moving somewhere and don't want to deal with that, that's a good plan to get.
Well, I'm not planning to move, but keep that in my back
Yeah,
pocket just
yeah.
in case.
It's important.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I know I like the Medicare supplement because I can be covered wherever I go.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to go to Wisconsin, which is where some family lives, and I end up in the hospital there, I'm not suddenly out of
Covered.
PPO and all
Right.
that area. So
Yeah. What are your co-pays and all that? Yeah.
Exactly.
You're covered, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
No, it's super important.
Yeah,
Everyone's
absolutely.
lifestyle is different, and so the plan needs to match your lifestyle.
Oh, that makes sense.
Some people hate the idea of deductibles, co-pays, and all of that stuff. And so I go, okay, well, if your pocketbook affords it, a supplement's going to be something that you're going to be much happier with.
Sure.
If someone says, I want the lowest bare bones, I'd never go to the doctor, I don't care about co-pays, I don't care about deductibles, I've got that in my head, I'm good at that stuff.
Right.
A Medicare Advantage plan might be a consideration, depending
Okay.
on whether or not their doctor accepts that plan.
I was going to say as long as you can find a
Yeah,
doctor, but
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to be
Yeah, yeah, it's a
little
big
more
deal.
positive
Yeah.
than that. Anyway, so how do people get a hold of you if they would like to talk to you?
Well, thanks for asking. They can call me. My office is 209-786-2021. And I have an assistant who's answering the phone when I'm not available to answer.
Nice.
And my website is mylifemattersnow.com. My company name is Life Matters Insurance, and you can find that on Google as well.
Wonderful.
And I'm located in Valley Springs. I've lived here in Valley Springs for 23 years.
Yes.
And so I kind of feel like I belong here.
Oh, I think you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there anything we haven't talked about today that we should cover before we leave?
What I'd like to do is for the folks who are losing their coverage, what I want them to feel more than anything else is hope.
Good.
I want them to feel and to understand that I'm there for them, that we're going to navigate this crazy world and we're going to find something that they want and that they can afford, and that I'm not going to drop them by any means.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean? And
wonderful.
so they feel dropped, they feel neglected, they feel forgotten.
Sure.
I get it. I totally get it. But I won't do that. And so we're going to get them to the next step.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us today on Senior Moments. I hope you enjoyed our conversation as much as I did, and I hope you learned a lot about Medicare because it is a spaghetti pile of paths to go down. So thank you very much, and please join us next time.